Test, test, 1, 2, 3. What's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. A quick little update for you guys. The market dropped hard today. For a lot of tech stocks, it was a very unfortunate day. Just like we've talked about for the past week, as the market sells off, there's a triple leveraged ETF. This is not a stock you want to trade if you're a beginner, and this is definitely not a stock you want to trade if you're greedy. I only left myself with one share. This ETF goes up when the NASDAQ market goes down, and as you guys saw today, the NASDAQ market dropped. And this was beautiful for the SQQQ triple leverage ETF. On the day alone, I made nearly $2,500 profit. Most of this profit was actually caught within today's live trading session. You guys can actually click the first link in the description if you want to watch my live trading session from earlier today. I trade live every single day, and it's one of the biggest values that our Learn Plan Profit 2.0 team gets to experience every single day. Now talking about SQQQ, I also shorted Tesla, and I covered my short completely. Tesla pulled back quite a bit, and because it's normally so bullish, I didn't want to mess with it. We killed it with Tesla, and it aggressively sold off. I made $1,700 with Tesla. But the question everyone is asking is AMC. I got into AMC. First off, I took a bad trade because I saw a false breakout. It began to push up. This was all during the live trading session. It pushed up. I locked in profits at $31. You guys can watch it in today's live trading session. It pulled on back. I began to buy the dip, and then I had to cut losses because it was dipping way too hard after it broke below the $27 support level. It sold off. It crashed to lows of $25, and then it broke above the EMA line. That's when I began to step on the gas. And you might be asking, Ricky, how is it when AMC is down 4%, right? 4% on the day. How is it that you're in the green? The reason I'm in the green when a stock is down is because I don't bag hold. I don't hold a stock as it crashes. There's a simple thing in the stock market called risk management. You either manage your risk with every trade that you take, and or you hold a stock and hope that it recovers. It's up to you, right? Whatever you decide to do, you're an adult, you're trading in the public market. So I want you to understand that it's the very simple things in life that people tend to overcomplicate. You can either bag hold, I'm not just talking about AMC, but any stock with no form of risk management, and you know what I'm talking about, right? It's one of the worst feelings. You're just hoping and hoping and hoping that it recovers. But guess what? You can either hope that it recovers or do something to manage and mitigate risk. So because of that, I had to cut losses. And trust me, it wasn't a nice loss. It was over $1,000. But it sold off and then it began to recover. I jumped back into it and I made back that $1,000 loss, and now I'm in the green. And guess what? I love it. I'm going to reduce my position size up here. So if it pulls on back, I don't care, right? I care less, at least, because I manage my position size. And it's as simple as you taking steps to not just think about how much money you can make, but always take into consideration how much money you could potentially lose. And the stock that we are all waiting for is, what stock crashed today? DocuSign, down 42%. Imagine waking up, right, and looking at your position and losing 40%. That's like for a lot of our AMC bag holders, right? Again, totally kidding. That's kind of a low blow. But I just have to throw that shit out there because these guys get so easily triggered. But DocuSign, very, very unfortunate. Huge pullback. Now the question is, I think DocuSign, AMC, all of these oversold stocks are great examples. Just because a stock crashed and because it's cheap does not mean that it can't get cheaper. If you ever think that you're at the bottom when the stock has not indicated signs of a recovery, that is hopeful thinking. That is you thinking that a stock is about to recover when it's not indicated any signs of a recovery. And you will see this time after time again. Sometimes you might get lucky, but it's not about the sometimes. It's about what happens more often than not. And this is why I'm saying this, not just about AMC, but also about this. It is so important to understand oversold price points that, yes, I want to pay attention to DocuSign at $135 because it does look cheap, but it doesn't mean that I have to jump into it blindly, go all in, right? That makes no sense because guess what? it can continue to bleed for the days that follow. It's one of the worst feelings. And the reason I'm saying this is I don't want you to buy the dip on something, expect it to recover when it's indicated no signs of a recovery, and then it continues to sell off. This is for all of our beginner traders. This is for all of the people that are just getting started. Have a reason behind everything that you do. It's great to pay attention to this. I added this stock to my oversold watch list. Why? Because I view it to be cheap. But it doesn't mean that I have to go all in right now with $100,000, cross my fingers, and hope that it recovers. That's just, again, in my opinion, that's like just trading in the blind, hoping that it recovers when there's no indication. I don't want you to take a position, hope that something happens when it's not indicated any signs of a reversal. So I thought that I would talk about DocuSign. Maybe some of you guys would like to add it to your watch list because of how cheap it is right now and if it shows signs of a recovery. DocuSign reported earnings and their guidance is off. The CEO took accountability for their lack of guidance and their lack of ability to be able to increase demand for their service, right? Again, due to that lack of demand, we saw that 42% drop. What we see often is sometimes a reaction always tends to be an overreaction in the stock market. I just thought that I would talk about it. Some of you guys might see value in it. Add it to your watch list. This is the time where you can set effective alerts. And guess what? If this thing begins to show signs of a recovery, you can take very simple steps to buy when it's actually indicating signs of a recovery and signs of growth. So I'm very excited. Not only did I add DocuSign to my watch list, but I also bought $10,000 worth of Facebook. Now, Facebook is still selling off. It hit lows of $300 today. Facebook is not showing any signs of a recovery, but $10,000 to me is about a 10% position. I love Facebook. I like how cheap it is. I just wanted some skin in the game. It doesn't mean that I expect it to recover right away. And I know it's going to take time, but I wanted to buy it because I view it to be cheap. And then once it begins to recover, I can step on the gas and ride in the recovery, right? And make money as the stock recovers. And let's be honest, this is all the market's actually doing right now. Like we talked about every single time, right? Everyone that gets upset when I talk about the market pulling back. Just like we're experiencing now, right? You guys can watch the video that I made 3 days ago while everyone's like, oh my God, Ricky, you always say the market's going to crash. This pullback happens every 2 months, literally every 2 months. It's not that anyone has a crystal ball. It's that, can you see, right? Can you pay attention to patterns? That's all it literally is. Pullback, 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 pullback. Oh my God, guess what? It pulled on back. You can either prepare for a pullback and or be surprised, right? You feel like you really just, if you're surprised by a pullback, you feel like you're just sitting on your hand waiting for something to happen, and it's one of the worst feelings. Or you can be someone like us, right, that prepare for them so you have money left over to buy when it dips, to buy all the deals and make money on the recovery. That's how the money is made. When you do simple things when you're on top to prepare when things are at their bottom, right? That's when it makes sense. So I wanted to do my part and not only talking about what trades I'm doing well with right now, with of course SQQQ making a couple $1,000s within a couple of minutes, but as well as talk about my long-term plays, Facebook, on why I'm buying that now, not to make money right now, but to make money in the near future when it recovers. So again, if you want to watch today's live trading session, if you want to watch someone and see what it's actually like to watch someone trade live, if you've never seen it before, click that first link in the description, and I hope that you learned something new. Again, that's something that our Learn Plan Profit group gets to experience every single day. The Learn Plan Profit group is the only group that I work with on a closer basis, and if you like what you see, click the second link down below, learn a little bit more about our Learn Plan Profit group, and see if watching me trade live every single day at market open is a good fit for you. Like always, I hope that it earned your thumbs up. Please consider subscribing, and like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.